Happy New Year to everyone. Maybe a little late for some, but this is my first YouTube video of the year for 2026. It's actually great to be back. I want to start off this video by going back to remember something. Do you all remember one of the campaign promises by President Donald Trump before he was elected?
We have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. Drill, baby, drill.
This YouTube video is going to be about energy because now it starts to be the momentum sector. It's starting to pick up. It's starting to, being realized that things are getting more serious. The drill, baby, drill, the energy sector, America is going to be #1 energy provider. It's starting to, the pieces are starting to come together. I'm not going to get any further into the politics about the Venezuela thing. I would like to focus in this YouTube video on Venture Global Incorporation, ticker symbol VG. Now hear me out before you rush off and start buying or selling or doing anything with this stock. All right, just listen to my opinions and then do your own homework and your own research. So the market cap of this company is $17 billion, as you can see here. That's a nice little stat to look at. Their revenue for 2025 closed at $10.8 billion. And the stock as of January 7, 2026, pre-market is trading at $6.96. You're looking at the long-term lifetime, basically the whole lifetime, the max lifetime chart of the stock since it went public. Doesn't look pretty, but that's actually a good thing. When I'm interested in the company, I would like to buy it at the lowest and biggest discount there is. I want to share something which is pretty cool. The 2025 my picks in my Discord. So in my Discord, if you're in my Discord, you have access to seeing what I buy and sell live. So if I'm going to buy something, I announce it immediately. I let everybody know I'm going to buy this stock at this price. And if I sell it, hey guys, I'm selling the stock today, right now, at this price. If you had bought 100 shares of each stock that I alerted, now obviously no one should blindly follow me, buy what I buy, etc. What I buy is not financial advice for you, but let's just say that you agreed by doing your own research and you agreed and you wanted to also buy what I buy. Sold when I sold whatever, or held right now whatever I still hold, well, your total realized profit would be up 5,573. Your loss would be negative 1,000, but your total portfolio outcome would be positive $4,570. Doesn't sound like a lot. There was 40 total picks that I made for the entire year of 2025. So it was a portfolio of picks that turned out to give, in the end, the investor back their money plus a lot more. So going back to Venture Global, which is a stock that I like, and I'd like to start off the year with that. This is a company that, in my personal opinion, is valued at 25 or 30 or more billion dollars. But the market cap currently trading for the stock as of right now, so if you were to look at the stock, it's $17 billion. That leaves the stock with roughly about a 90% gain that it can do, in my opinion. Let's just say 60% gain. That's still a lot of money. That's a huge return. Going over back to my Discord and running the BMW analysis bot. So I asked the BMW bot, the Bull Market Watch bot, and I said, you know what do you think about Venture Global? What is your opinion? What is the price target, basically? All right, so the 12-month price target that our BMW bot says is conservative $7.17. All right, so up 3% from what it's trading now. A base target of $8.55, up 22%, or an optimistic of $9.57, up 37%. The bull case for $12.82, the bull case of $12.82 would match then the market cap that I believe Venture Global is worth. I believe Venture Global is worth a $30 billion market cap. So at that market cap, if it were to come to fruition, then you would see the stock trading at $12.82. So I ran the oscillator bot. What does it say? It gives me a strong buy for this stock at the current price of $6.96 using technical values that it has right here. Something else that supports my opinion of why Venture Global is a buy is an unusual option that has taken place by a large institution or a well, whatever you want to call it. So basically on December 26, 2025, we received this unusual option alert for VG. The sentiment was bullish. The current price at that time was $6.95, and he told us that the institution is targeting for $10.43, and the expiration date for the option is January 23, 2026. Will Venture Global guaranteed hit $10 plus by January 23, 2026? I don't know. And it's not a guarantee. But in any case, it's still nice to see that institutions are putting bullish options for Venture Global. Some recent deals that they signed within the past 2 months was Venture Global files to more than double their Plaque Mines LNG capacity to 58 metric tons per year. Venture Global secures 20-year LNG supply agreement with Tokyo Gas, and Venture Global and Mitsui signed 20-year LNG agreement. At this point, some of you who are advanced in this stock and know it or are in it or were considering and have done your research are probably wondering why Mike hasn't talked about the arbitration and the cases against Venture Global. And we'll talk about that right now. So Venture Global says that Shell is waging a campaign to damage their LNG business. There were long-term customers that the past year or more claimed that Venture Global pushed out their orders for a later time in order to sell what at that time were higher spot prices for LNG somewhere else.
How dare you!
And they even settled with an unnamed customer. And they also have right now another case with BP. With BP, something similar occurred as with Shell, and they're seeking a case against Venture Global, and they're seeking up to $1 billion in what they say were the damages that they sustained with Venture Global. So that sounds scary, yes, and you're saying, you might be saying, Mike, why in the world would you invest in a company that had Shell going after them, BP going after them, and some various other customers saying that, they have all these cases against them. They have a total 4 cases against them. This is a company that's positioned right now and going forward with the new projects to become one of the world's top leaders in the LNG business. I don't think that, if you're looking at this 12 months out, 18 months out, I think, in my personal opinion, the investors have more to gain than to lose by investing in Venture Global. But this is, like I said, it's just my opinion. Project updates: the Plaque Mines continuing and growing and expanding. So the ramp up in the Plaque Mines production in 2025 should grow global LNG production and supply by 4%. This project accounted for 82% of new global LNG production thus far in 2025. The surging European LNG demand, which is up over 30% year to date.
Last night, we reached a provisional agreement on the Commission's proposal to fully phase out Russian fossil fuels.
The company also has some other highlights: provide low-cost energy to the world, and so on. You can read that stuff right here. Their third quarter financial information was very robust. Projects, their CP2 projects expanding, growing, and on track. And then we come to the arbitrations, which is right here explained, especially for the BP, as you can see here. So is the BP LNG arbitration different from that of Shell? Basically, in order to understand what is going on with all these arbitrations, the total amount at the worst case scenario, right? The worst case scenario, the total amount of damages that Venture Global, if they were to lose everything, would be $5 billion. $5 billion is a lot of money, especially when they made $10.8 billion in 2025. That would be a huge hit. That would be so that scares some people. But that would be the worst case scenario. Obviously, I don't think they're going to be, they're going to have that bad luck where everything is going to go against them. So in my opinion, there's no $5 billion. That's just something that's not going to happen, in my opinion. Venture Global, on the other hand, says something else. They believe that there is a liability cap with the contracts that they have signed, which lowers, they say, the total liability for the cases to just $750 million. So I'm going to go with Venture Global, and I believe that Venture Global is going to come out the winner. They're not going to see the worst case scenario. I don't believe that's going to happen. So even if they have to pay something, why would I still want to invest in this company? Well, going forward, these arbitrations don't affect anything that's actually going to make Venture Global a much, much bigger player in this field. What I believe is that Venture Global is growing as a company. Their projects are growing, their orders are growing, the demand is growing, the total addressable market for this company is growing, everything is growing. It's not going to affect them much. So I believe that the stock will grow. I believe that the stock is worth $10 minimum. And so I stand to gain by being an investor in Venture Global. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about Venture Global. Would this be a good start for you in 2026? I wish you all the best. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and take care.